Welcome to SEC Unfiltered, everybody. I'm Alex Dauterive. This is Brian Gregoire, and we are the layup line. Today, we have a lot of stuff to talk about, guys. We have the midweek games. We also have the Saturday slate of games we want to talk about. And we got to talk about Alabama because there's so much craziness happening right now in college hoops, especially in the SEC. First off, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 30,000 subscribers. And also, guys, make sure you download Underdog today. Please, please, please go download Underdog right now. Use promo code SECU, okay? SECU, Underdog. We love Underdog right here, guys. Download it right now. Use that promo code. Saves you some money, gives you some money. You got to do it, guys. But we're going to jump right into it. Alabama, okay? Having Charles Bediako come back from the NBA, well, G League, same thing. 3 seasons in the G League, okay? That's just something crazy. I mean, you're an Alabama fan, so it's like I want to hear from you because I personally just hate all this stuff. Like the thing happened with Baylor. Like if you get drafted, you should not be allowed to go back to college.
Well, it's kind of like once you go on that side, you stay on that side. You know, once you make that decision and you commit, that's what you're doing. I mean, I remember Bediako when I was at Alabama. Like I remember, being there 2022. He was balling out. It was fun to watch. But, he goes to the G League and kind of forgot about him. And now all of a sudden he's just back in the limelight. It's like, whoa, this is interesting. Where the hell did this guy come back from? But, it's the one situation that I can compare this to. I'm going to use an NFL example here is Shamar Stewart's, where last summer there was the whole contract dispute between him and the Cincinnati Bengals. And it wasn't over the money. It was over the language of the contract.
Mm-hmm.
But he was holding out. He wasn't participating in preseason OTAs or anything. And there was discussion about him potentially going back to Texas A&M. And I'm like, no. Once you enter a draft portal, that's it. You go to the G League. That is an affiliate of the NBA. So you are on the trajectory of becoming a part of the National Basketball Association. That's the way that I view that. Once you take that next step and commit, that's it. And that's coming from a Bama fan. I know that there's Bama fans really pound the table for this. I'm not going to be a homer and do that. Like that's I use the same mentality for every other team out there. So I would do it with Alabama here. I just don't think that this is right. I mean, it's justified.
It's just crazy too that like I said, we saw this with Baylor. Now Bama's having this. What's going to stop this from keeping at there's got to be a line drawn somewhere. Obviously, it's like if you get drafted, you just should not be able to come back and play college sports. Okay, maybe if you're playing a different sport, that's fine, but you can't come back and play if you play football, can't come back and play football.
Well, this has been said a million times. This has been said a million times. College football, college basketball, it will all be a clusterfuck until there is a commissioner hired for each sport that acts as a central governing body. And until that happens, you're going to continue to see things like this surface because there's just no way that you can monitor it and regulate it effectively and consistently without a central governing body. And until college sports has that designated, situations like this are going to continue to arise. But hey, shout out to Nick Kelly of the Tuscaloosa News for reporting this. My guy Nick Kelly, Tuscaloosa represents. Got to give that shout out.
There we go. Okay, but let us know in the comments. What do you guys think about this? Because, like I said, you should hopefully agree with me and Brian here. If not, it's okay too. You guys can have your opinions on this. But it is kind of nuts.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. Damn it.
It's just interesting that this is something we're talking about. It's like I would not have seen this a few years ago. Like if you would have told me this was going to happen, is even Bruce Pearl comments and he's like, "Is this AI? Because it's like, is this real? Like it just doesn't seem real." I'm not a fan of it. Hopefully it figures out. I mean, this guy could be mid-game in one of these future games. The court being like, actually, you're out. You can't be in here. They're like, oh, time to pull him out.
Hey, Bruce, stick to Cabo, huh?
Stick to Cabo.
Guys got time on his hands.
Now let's talk about these midweek games. Florida, okay, they're continuing to look like this dominant team in the SEC. They look like the best team right now in the SEC. They go and dominate. They smack LSU 79-61. Okay, Thomas had a rough shooting game, but guess what? It was the bench Our boy Irvin Klavgar came in here 18 points. He was 5 for 9 of the three. They only made 9 threes in this game, and he was 5 of those 9. They went for 9 for 27. Wasn't great, but he got 5 of the 9. Beautiful to see that. I like seeing him come in because, you know what, Xavier Lee, if we're going to see people just airing out balls, let our boy Urban out there to do it, because this is what happens. Ruben Chinula again, doing what he does, 15 points, killing it. Boogie Flan had a good night, 10 points. And then Alex Condon always doing what he's doing, 10 points. So I think if everyone on the team can spread the wealth like they have been these last few games, where Xavier Lee looks just okay, Boogie Flan looks okay, and our bigs are doing what they should be doing, and then you bring in a bench player like Ingram or Urban, I think Florida's going to win every game. Like they just don't have a reason to lose if they keep playing how they're playing.
No, I love it. Like, this is the splitting image of what we expected Florida to look like here. Just starting to click on all 4 cylinders. And a big key to the victory last night against LSU was they crashed the boards. Florida almost 50 rebounds yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, their length really showed up and dominated. And that's what I think is going to take this team far, is that you look at last night, and it was a Matthew Broderick kind of game. You know, it wasn't one of the best performances. You know, Florida doesn't walk away from yesterday being like, man, that's Gator basketball. You know, Gator boys stay hot. They shot 41% from the field. They were 33% from 3. They knocked down 52% of their free throws. It wasn't a great shooting game at all, but they crashed the boards with almost 50 rebounds. So if they continue to beat teams with their size, their fundamentals, their defense, they only held LSU to 61, which is like a high school score.
Oh, it's crazy.
That's what's going to take Florida a long ways, because they can win in a variety of ways.
That's what's kept them in every game is the rebounds. They're one of the best teams out there at getting the ball.
Look,
we'll jump right into this next one.
There's one-trick ponies out there. They're not a one-trick pony. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Georgia, Missouri. I was at this game. I watched this game. It was a great game. But guess what? I could see Georgia, they would get the rebound, miss a 3, boom, get a rebound, shoot another one, miss it, get a rebound, shoot another 3, then they would sink it. They were just attacking the ball. Now, there were moments in that Georgia-Missouri game, they would be up 10, and they let Missouri go on a run and catch back up. And it was a competitive game. It was back and forth, but I picked Georgia to win this game. I was at the game. I'm really wearing some Mizzou merch right now. I look, would I have liked to see Mizzou win there? Yes, but I just had a feeling Mizzou's just not doing what they need to be doing. Their free throw shooting was better in this game, because normally they can't hit anything at the free throw. And so last night, 2 nights ago, they actually were able to hit their shots. Now, the end there, when Cruz is the guy that you have to put it all on the line to hit a 3, it's not going to happen. When I saw that happen, pass, boom, there's like 2-point-something seconds left. You see Cruz go for him, like, dude, that's not going in. But props to Georgia, because they came in, they played, and I've never been to a home game here in Columbia. They have this like student section called like Antlers. They're wild. Okay, they scream and shout the most obscene, crazy things. And after the win, Georgia's walking by, they were going nuts. There was also some beef going on. People were getting physical from Missouri and Georgia, and I was like, where did this come from? And I'm not surprised it comes from the students in that student section were just rowdy. They were nuts.
I love it. I mean, I wish I was at that game. Como's on my bucket list of places to go. I haven't been there yet, but I want to make the trip up there at some point. But yeah, this was a very competitive game. I thought that Georgia was the better team on the floor, but I was trusting Missouri, defending their home court here, and they came close again. You know, Georgia expanded that lead sometimes, but they were close. Like, Georgia's inconsistent shooting kept Missouri in this thing, but Missouri was just unable to capitalize down the stretch, and that led to a dog victory here. But congratulations to Georgia on a huge win, and the Dogs are sitting at 16-3, one of the best teams in the SEC. It's really something to see.
People were saying that this game wasn't a good win for Georgia, and I'm like, guys, do you not realize Missouri they win their home games? Like, this is a good win for Georgia, because they're going to a place that's not easy to play at. going to a team where they win their home games. They beat Florida here for Pete's sake. So like they do well at home. So I expect them to do
There's no
better.
way you just dropped that for Pete's sakes.
That dude, like it's nuts.
That was unbelievable.
Hey, I'm glad I got a smile out of you for that one. Now let's jump into the next game here. Vandy, Arkansas. Oh my goodness, was I wrong with this one? Because Arkansas just belt the ass Vandy. Okay, 93-68. Arkansas is just so confusing to me though. One game, I mean, Calipari even said it. He took Darius out of the game because he wasn't happy with how he was doing. Darius got so pissed off, he puts him back in the game because he was so frustrated. He started playing a lot better. It's like, look, I love that. That when he said that, I was like, this is cool. Take your guys out, and you have to trust your bench enough, one, to put your bench in, that they'll do a decent enough job. You bring your star back in, he's pissed off enough. It's like, okay, go win this game for me now. I love that.
That's why I love John Calipari, is he's a master motivator. He just knows how to push guys' buttons and get the most out of them, especially coming off of a rough week like Arkansas had. That's why I picked them in this game, was that I had no doubt that those practices between Sunday and Tuesday were going to be hell, and he was going to find a way to make all those guys tick on that team. Acuff, Brazil, Knox, Pringle. He was going to find a way to get the most out of all those guys in this game. You're packing in the Walton like it was time to go. It was time to play, and those guys knew it, and they delivered on Tuesday night against Vanderbilt. And I didn't think that would just be a 25 piece.
I don't think anyone thought it was going to be like that. My goodness.
They dropped 93 on Vanderbilt. Like they were shooting lights out. I mean, look at this. Arkansas was just feeling themselves. 58% from the field, 83 from the charity stripe. Like just a hell of a day for Arkansas, and there's just no way Vanderbilt was going to keep up. It was just that kind of game.
If you're Vandy, you got to be a little worried with how you're doing defensively because you just let two teams back to back get over 90 points on you.
Yeah, that's become a bit of an issue. That's a good observation. Yeah, even when they played Alabama too, I think I want to say, don't quote me, I think Bama like 91.
Yeah, you can't like. It's a similar thing. I think earlier it's like Bama. You'll see these losses that they have. Similarly, it's like you can get 90-something points, but guess what? If the other guys, if they're not the defense wise, they'll get them. And so Vandy, you got to figure it out. You have to be able to match your opponents. They did a good job when they played Florida, but here against Arkansas, they were just not ready for this Arkansas team.
No, that they were like the phrase says, over their head.
Next one here, guys. This one was last night. Kentucky beats Texas 85-80. Okay. I want to say I was wrong on this one. I think I said Texas. I think you had the Cats. But what a game from both of these teams. Look, it's hard to go into Rupp Arena and win. So I'm going to give Texas some props here to even just keep it this close. Swain had 29 points in this game. But when you shoot for 11% at the three, you're probably not going to win your game. They were 2 for 18 at the three. Now, mind you, Kentucky shot also for 18 threes, but only hit 5 of them. But I mean, that's the difference right there, right? So it's like 2 for 18, though. That is awful. That is just so bad.
Yeah, I mean, just even seeing that number 11% is like that's like when you get a test back in high school and you like a 37%. You're like, man, I just slept through my alarm and didn't study that day, and I just wasn't prepared for shit. I mean, even Kentucky was 28%. So like this was very much a mid-range game, and it was very close for most of it. Kentucky started to pull away a little bit towards the ends, but for about 75% of this thing, it was
back and forth.
Close.
It was so close.
Knockdown, drag out. But I have to say, this week I was the ball knower in the relationship. I took Kentucky over Texas, Arkansas over Vanderbilt. So no angry fans coming at me with their pitchforks. Coming to that guy over there.
Look, it's okay. I wanted to switch things up. Okay, I think it's okay to do that, and people need to calm down. And because I bet if everyone else gave us their picks, because I feel like no one actually does. comment down below, guys. Tell us who you're going to pick to win these games.
Well, that's my thing. I always say that when people want to be know-it-alls and comment on stuff, I'm like, all right, show me your list.
Yeah.
Most of the time I hear nothing, but I will sometimes hear. I'll never forget this. A few weeks ago, in the NFL season, I posted a list on my own account, the top 10 teams in the NFL, and I had a Jaguars fan come at me, very angry, and I was like, all right, okay. I had them at like 7. I'm like, okay, what's your list? And he actually listed it out. I gained a follower. I was like,
there we go.
We had like a nice conversation afterwards. So sometimes you get those gems, but most of the time,
I love it.
Most of the time, it's user 8175308 with 3 followers that comment.
It's an egg is the picture, like.
Yeah, exactly.
But okay, what a crazy slate of midweek games. Now, let's jump into who we think is going to win this Saturday. We have some crazy games ahead of us. First, we're going to go with Florida and Auburn. Look, Florida's been hot right now. This game is a home game for Florida. Now, I wish Auburn would have won some more of their games so that maybe they would have had some, the people come to this game, because I feel like Florida-Auburn, normally this is like a must-watch TV game. Guess what? Because Auburn's, doesn't have the best ranking right now. I don't think they're not even ranked. It's not getting all the eyes. I have Florida beating Auburn. They're the better team. It's just what I have.
Yeah, I'm going to take Florida here right now. I like the pace that they're on. Again, you never know you're going to get a superstar performance out of Auburn. So this is one I'm well aware I could definitely eat my words with. But my gut tells me to go with the Gators.
There we go. Next game, we have Kentucky and Ole Miss. And look, I learned my lesson. I have been going against Kentucky. This one's in Rupp Arena. Give me Kentucky to beat Ole Miss. For the love of God, Kentucky, don't screw this up for me, because I'm picking you this time.
Yeah, I'm going with the Cardiac Cats this time too. Give me Kentucky. CATS. Cats.
Cats. I love it. CATS. Cats.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good stuff.
The New York Jets are not exactly a team I'd want to mimic, but that's another conversation for another day.
Next one, Texas and Georgia. Okay. This one's in the Moody Center. It's in Austin, Texas. Give me Texas to win this one. I'm going to ride with the home team here. Texas to beat Georgia. They're both good teams. But I think Texas, they're going to figure this out. It's a home game. I think they beat Georgia.
Yeah. I don't think Texas loses again. I think that I think at home they rebound. I was going back and forth, but I'm going to go with the Horns.
It's a tough one, and with how Georgia's been shooting and stuff lately, I don't think they're just going to show up and magically become this better team. They're not playing at home. It's an away game. It's going to be a tough environment. So I'm going to say Texas. So yeah, I feel like it makes sense. This one's a fun one. I'm debating on going to this game depending on how bad the snow is on Saturday. And this one's Mizzou in Oklahoma. Look, Mizzou almost beat Georgia. Oklahoma's just not it, guys. They are not good. Give me Missouri to beat Oklahoma. It's here in Columbia. They're going to get a good win.
Yeah, give me Mizzou too. Which is crazy to think that Oklahoma almost beat Alabama over the weekend and then lose to South Carolina. But still,
it's nuts. It's nuts.
A rebound wouldn't surprise me. But I'm going to go with Missouri.
There we go. Next one, Vandy and Mississippi State. Guys, mind you, Vandy's gotten 3 losses in a row. I'm not seeing it being 4 losses in a row. Give me Vandy to beat Mississippi State. Now, this will be a tough game because this is in Mississippi State. Okay, this is a home game for Mississippi State, so that could be a challenge. But at the same time, I just don't see Vandy losing 4 in a row.
Now, I'm going to pick Vandy here. But my question is, if Mississippi State wins this, if you're Vandy, is it time to hit the panic button?
Yes. I feel like you got it. There's got to be some change. You got to do something because something's not clicking.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is the 3 straight, okay. Like, they've had some tough competition, like Arkansas, Florida, like, okay. But if you go and lose in Starkville to compound on top of all of that, I don't love it.
Mm-hmm. You just can't have that happen. Next game, Bama and Tennessee. Now the crazy thing is, is Charles, is he playing in this game? You think I
have to look into it. I don't think he is just yet.
If he was, I have Bama beating Tennessee, but also, guys, this game is at Alabama. So with how Tennessee has been looking, I like Alabama. I like how they've been clicking lately. Give me Phylon to do some crazy stuff. Give me Bama.
Yeah, give me Alabama at home too. I think that they avenged that buzzer beater last year. I think that still sits with some of these players that were on that team. Give me Alabama to avenge this, and honestly, hopefully, Alex, all of these games tip because this snowstorm is hitting everywhere.
Oh,
And
dude, that's where I'm really confused. I'm like, are they gonna stop some? I mean, I feel like they might stop some of these, right?
we're making these picks right now, but like it's just not the equipment is just not down here to keep up with the rate of snowfall and ice. It's the ice that's scary. So
Yeah.
definitely, I'm a big weather nerd too, so I'll be keeping up on all that.
Brian, the meteorologist, folks. You heard it here first.
Look, shout out WVUA 23, Richard Scott, the meteorologist. I was an intern there during my junior year at Alabama. So when I say I'm a weather guy, I mean I am a weather guy.
There we go. I love it. Now, I do have a feeling, guys, we have two more games to pick. Right now, we have all of them the same. I think we're going to probably have the same picks for the last two games as well. Let's see these. A&M in South Carolina. I get South Carolina just got another win. Give me A&M to beat South Carolina.
Yeah, I think
it's also in College Station too.
Yeah, and another maroon matchup for the Ags. I like Texas A&M to win this one. I don't think that cockanuary is a thing. So
cockanuary.
Give me Texas A&M.
I love it. In the last one, we're definitely picking the same team. Arkansas and LSU. This one's at Arkansas, and there's just LSU doesn't have a pulse. Okay, they beat Missouri. That's about it. That's the only team they've beaten in SC play. I do not see this team going and beating Arkansas, especially with Calipari's figuring out, hey, I just got to take Darius DeCuff out for a few minutes, and then he's going to come back and lead the team to a blowout. I'll just do that. So give me Arkansas.
Look, there's a saying in sports that every dog has his day. And right now, after that win against Vanderbilt, everybody's hopping on the Arkansas train. So I think I'm going to oppose the world and go with LSU.
Oh, you're full of it. I don't believe a word you're saying. Yeah.
I'm going with the Hogs all the way.
Yeah. You got to. You've got to. With how they've been looking right now. Now, Arkansas, don't screw this up. I swear to God, if Arkansas gets upset by LSU, dude, we keep picking this team and then they get upset by some stupid stuff. Like, win this game, Arkansas. Don't.
They're going to get a message from me if they lose this game.
Now, every team that we picked, you guys better win your games because you should. And if you do get upset, we'll hear about it on Twitter. But let us know in the comments, who do you guys think is going to win these games on Saturday? Also, if you're in the zone of this crazy storm, crazy weather, please be careful. Me and Brian are both going to be dealing with this in different states. The fact that it is so much of the U.S. is just kind of freaky and wild. So be safe out there. Go get your supplies like Brian did. I still got to go get my supplies.
Yeah, you better hit that store, man, because I was in Central Market and Kroger today, and man, it's already getting ransacked. So you better bring that happy ass of yours down to the store before it's all gone.
I will. I got stuff for breakfast. I got bacon, sausage, and eggs. So I'll be set for that. That's about it.
Bacon, grit, sausage.
There we go. But thank you guys for being here. Make sure you download Underdog right now, guys. Download Underdog today and use promo code SECU to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Like I said, that's promo code SECU. Underdog make picks, win money. Must be 18 years or older or 19 and up in Alabama, New England, 19 and up in Colorado for some games, 21 and up in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. New York, call the 24/7 helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NEW YORK or text HOPE-NEW YORK 467-3669. Make sure you download Underdog today, guys. Use promo code SECU. Me and Brian appreciate you guys for listening to the Layup Line, subscribing to the account here, If you haven't already, please go follow Brian at his social medias and follow me at mine as well. Go check out Brian's The Era Network. He's got it behind his head there. He's got a kick-ass show. So go and check it out, guys. And then you can find me as just Alex Dauterive. But support your boys, and we will see you guys next week to talk about the next slate of games.
Oh, yeah, they will. Stay safe. Invest in a shovel.
Oh, yeah, invest in a shovel. Get all the stuff you need to get the snow and ice off your car. Get some heat warmers, all the above, honestly. But catch you guys later.